I've got a culinary dilemma from one of our diners, Leslie. Now, Leslie, you like cooking lamb, is that right?
Yes. Yeah,
but you kind of do it in sort of traditional ways?
I've become boring, really, with my cooking of lamb. So rather than just doing the roast and the chops and the lamb mince...
Is it usually sort of like traditional Sunday roast? Is that what you do?
Yes, good old shoulder of lamb, cooking for hours and hours and hours.
Well, yeah, nothing wrong with that. But today we're going to do this rack of lamb, which is the prime cut, really expensive. Okay. It's about, I think it's about £19 a kilo. So it's you know, it's the bee's knees, as it were. So this time of year, I'm going to put it with some Scottish Girolles, beautiful little wild mushrooms, best right now. Okay, some sweet corn. Again, sweet corn is at its prime right now. I'm going to fry off a little bit of bacon, and then just make just a nice sauce out of some lamb stock, some gem lettuce. You could change that ingredient, but cooking with lettuce, it's quite traditional. It's quite French. Okay, so we've got a piece of lamb. So what I've done here is just score the skin. That's going to give you a nice pattern. Okay, it's going to allow some of that fat to come out, and it'll look beautiful at the end. Right. Okay, so to seal it off. Start to get a nice colour on it. This is what you're looking for, lamb in a pan, starting to pull off all that fat. We're just going to turn that over, okay? Just seal off the underside, pull in the, just give that another minute just to seal off before we put it in the oven. Okay, so in here, got some pancetta, or bacon, or something like that. In there is going the Girolles, okay, or chanterelles. They've been cleaned, picked through, just to get all the little bits of dirt off and never wash them, okay? Okay, so we're going to toss that around in that bacon fat. This lamb is sealing nicely, okay? So, in the oven, in a fast oven, that's going to take, what, 20 minutes, something like that? At your degree of doneness, really, what you prefer. Okay, so, in here, bacon and Girolles. So, in with there, a little bit of garlic, not too much. Okay, start frying that off. Now, I always use thyme as well, as kind of a base flavour, and it just makes everything really, really tasty. Yeah, not too much, okay? In with that. Toss that off. Okay, right, the next bit, the sweet corn. Now, sweet corn in the husk, at this time of year, is lovely, and should be using it. Now, the best thing to do is just literally strip it off watch your fingers.
That looks very scary.
And just grate it off the husk, straight into the pan like that, all right?
So it really is a recipe that you can adapt seasonally.
Yeah, it's got that kind of autumn look about it. The next step, okay, it looks, there's a lot of pans, but it really is rather straightforward. So in here, we've got some lamb stock, okay? So we put a little bit in there, and we want kind of a nice sauce. We don't want to reduce it to nothing, all right? So we let that just simmer. That's got to cook the sweet corn as well, okay?
Right.
So it'll only take a minute or two.